Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Good afternoon, YouTube. Here with you today to look at a couple of different things. I want to update my progress on the power supply. I have all of the necessary components now to put this together. I've been coming up with some designs for the perf board. I think the first thing I'm going to do is take it back and get a good place of where I'm going to put this, put the screw holes into the board, and I can wire the circuit up around that so I don't interfere with the placement of the screws. So that's what I'm doing there. Probably what I'll do is take this thing here and just use that to overlay on the perf board and get that all cut out like it's supposed to be, and I'll have the for the holes there. I can just use those. So, anyway, that's that. Again, I do have everything. I've got my soldering iron heating up. Gonna work on that a little bit. This is the other thing I came up with. Oh, another thing I forgot before I do that. I did get the copper tape. Anyway, copper tape, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. This is a 1/4 inch by 10 foot. I think I got it, it was less than $5, I think. So, you know, shipped, so that wasn't bad. That should do me for all I need to do, or whatever I need to do, I should say. I even thought about using it on this perf board to make a circuit, but I don't know that I'm going to do that because it's so much easier just to take a piece of wire and run it from component to component to make a circuit. So, like I say, that's either here or there. Anyway, this is the thing I was looking at. I got this in my mind some time ago when I was talking about putting this tester in a case. I know I've got it in there not the way it's supposed to go, but I just wanted to show you that it will fit in there. These things here will have to be taken out. It's not a problem. Again, I would flip this over. Of course, that would be in the front of the case. This part here, it would go like this, basically. All, of course, on the inside. But anyway, this is I think there's going to be some modifications made for the battery holder. But that's not a big deal either. I just want to get this thing to where it's mounted in something stable, and as you can see, this tends to lift up a lot. Now, this does here. See how that lifts up? And I don't really want that to do that. The biggest thing I have to do is come up with some standoffs for the holes to mount the screws there for the to hold the board in. Shouldn't be a big deal, and I'll have to cut holes for the zero insertion socket and the button. Again, not a big deal, pretty easy to do. So, especially with plastic, it shouldn't be a big deal at all. But I think that should work out pretty good. I do think that would make a nice case for it. It's compact. Just set it up, you know. I think that would work out really nice. So I may work on that some. I don't know. First thing I'm going to do is get this circuit here built and mount it into the radio. Be done with that and move on to the next project, as it were. So I think that's what I'll do, and I will bring you back if I have some updates to show you. So until then, we'll see you later. Alright, you can see I do have the board mounted in there. Yeah, we'll finally focus there. That's the final size of it. I will have to put some fiber washers or something underneath that to keep the circuitry off the where it's sitting on. I don't think it's going to be a big problem because it's against the where it goes down as far as it'll go, and there's a good bit of space underneath it, so I don't think there'll be any complications there. So basically now what I have to do is put the components on there and wire in the circuitry. I think what I'll do is just basically test fit everything in there, and I'm going to try it first without a heat sink. I don't think it needs one. The 5-volt regulator didn't need one with that 680 ohm resistor in there, so I think that's what we'll do this time around, and go from there. So I'll bring you back when I have more. Alright, coming back with you again, YouTube. A little update on the progress I'm making. I have the most of the components in. Bridge rectifier is in here. The 470 electrolytic cap is there. The 0.33 cap is there. The LM338 or 7806 is there. And again, that's the top side. Oh, I forgot the 680 resistor, 680 ohm resistor is in there too. Here's basically the way the circuit lays out here. These two here, right here, are the AC input. This is the minus on the DC. This is the plus on the DC. Goes through the resistor to the rest of the circuit here, which is the 470 microfarad electrolytic cap and the 0.33 microfarad cap. Goes from there into the LM386. That's the input side right there. The middle one is the ground, and the last but not least will be the output over here on this side. So I still have to put the 0.1 microfarad cap in there and attach leads to it on both ends for AC and DC out. So that's pretty much it. It does fit in there rather nice. See if I can put this in there right the first time. So you can see it's a little bit off, but anyway, that's basically how it's going to fit in there. So of course the jack will come in on this end down here and go right into the bridge rectifier here, and like I said, this will be the output in on this end. That's the positive lead right there, this red one here, and the black one, the negative, is up here right there. So those will be hooked in. I'm assuming this will work really good. I'm hoping, but as you can see, I left the space for the heat sink in here. There's plenty of room for a heat sink there if I needed, and so that's what I left that there for, like that. And so I'm gonna take a little break here. My butt's killing me. So I'll bring you back here when I get more done. So